Joining us now from House Oversight, Congressman Russell Fry. Congressman, it's great to see you again. Thank you so much. So you were there behind the scenes watching the 47 hours of congressional testimony, 14 witnesses. What can you tell us about this? Which executive actions should the DOJ focus on to probe and to rescind? Which ones?
Well, I think a lot of them, right? I mean, there were emails, particularly on the pardons, which was most disturbing, is there were emails back and forth between staff directing use of the auto pen on the pardons. I mean, the interesting thing that the Speaker brings up earlier is the Constitution delegates authority of pardons to the president himself. It does not delegate it to staff or senior White House officials. It delegates that authority to the president. Even if you could delegate that authority, there is no indication from the president that he did that himself. And so we're stuck here right now, including with two murderers in the district that I represent that were pardoned by the auto pen. And so it's incredibly frustrating to see what the American people have seen for 4 years. 72% of the American people believed that he was not competent to serve as president. Republicans were calling this out and have been. Now we have senior White House staffers that, unless they pled the fifth, which they did pretty routinely, have really given us the first glimpse of behind the scenes on how President Biden really wasn't running the country.
So it's the pardons. It's the pardons of some serious and violent criminals involved here. So is it true Hunter Biden was in the room for these controversial preemptive pardons that Joe Biden gave to his 5 family members, including also Dr. Anthony Fauci, General Mark Milley, the lawmakers who served on the January 6th Select Subcommittee, and including preemptively pardoning Hunter Biden? So he was in the room.
Well, they were. What is really interesting about this whole exercise? One, you have staffers that are directing this. President Biden seems to have been at least engaged tacitly in those individuals. But when asked whether or not unelected White House staffers or family members performed executive level functions, senior White House staffers pled the fifth. And so I think that's why it's really important for Pam Bondi to look at this, and the resources at the Department of Justice is that they have, one, we know a lot now because of this report, but there's still a lot that we don't know. And we really need to delve into that because these are huge legal questions that we're going to have to answer.
Let's get your reaction to this. The former top Biden aide, Mike Donilon, testified to you and your colleagues saying he would have earned a $4 million bonus if Biden won and was reelected president. Watch this.
Were there any circumstances in which you would have received a bonus?
Yes, there was.
What were those circumstances?
That Joe Biden would have been reelected president of the United States.
What would the bonus have been?
I believe it would have been $4 million.
In addition to the $4 million that you were already paid?
Yes.
What is that about? That he would have earned $4 million bonus if Biden won re-election? What is going on here?
Right. That was the financial incentive for some of these individuals to continue to prop up President Auto Pen. I mean, they deceived the American people. They launched an elaborate scheme to deceive everybody. It's unconscionable, and there was financial incentives as well.
Interesting. We'll stay on the story. Congressman Russell Fry from House Oversight, thanks for being with us.